Your Life in Sex Island, Chapter 2, In Praise of Professional Liars, page 21. God, I'd like to lie like a pro, then my money tree sure would grow. But my mother was very bad. She spanked me when I was a lad, when I stretched things a tiny tad. Lying then was a minor fad. Now, like the Missouri flood flow, pro-lying is a mighty show. Some years ago, Jack Parr was interviewing George Burns, and Jack asked George if he had ever considered divorcing Gracie Allen. George said no, the subject never came up in all their years of marriage. They had never considered divorce. Then, after a comedic pause, he said, "Murder? Yes. Divorce? No. At least I am not alone as a husband who has considered, at one time or another, murder as a reasonable alternative to the status quo. The body, getting rid of the body was always a major difficulty. Cutting it up would be easy, but a thigh is still a thigh. You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A thigh is still a thigh. People tell me that roast thigh sandwiches are good. Maybe you could make a ham out of it. But I was always afraid of the elevated cholesterol levels. So if one of us, decided to take the OJ path, I'm not for 1 minute, not for a second, suggesting that he did it, although as Chris Rock said, if he did do it, you could sort of understand why. But if we decided to play Richard III off the stage, we would want a good lawyer. Does a good lawyer have to believe that we are innocent to defend us? Hell no! He has to be a good professional liar. Lawyers are taught to argue both sides of any question, a valuable skill. They in fact get so good at it they can no longer tell which is the right side in the sense of some abstract, obtuse, silly notion of right or wrong. They learn the ultimate truth. The right side is the fee side. The trial is not over until Mr. Greenback has testified. Justice is to have your fee paid. It is the province of other professions to ponder the impossible, imponderable of justice. Theology students are no closer today than 3 million years ago. No two can agree. The better a professional liar, a lawyer is, the better he will be paid. Now, if you are innocent and he gets you off, that is a noble profession and well paid. If, on the other foot, you are guilty and he gets you off, that is a nobler profession and much weller paid. One of the main jobs of the jury at trial is to apprise the lawyers and their performance and decide which one is the bigger liar and judge the accused accordingly. The bigger liar wins. A trial judge, on the other cheek, enters a courtroom, usually with his mind already made up, and is just looking for the most acceptable sounding excuse to pronounce his judgment as law. Particularly the Supreme Court justices. Justice has as much to do with those justices as reverend has to do with reverence, or honor has to do with honorable. The judge, in fact, wouldn't be judge if he hadn't already proven that he was indubitably one of the finest professional liars. He wouldn't be the highest paid professional liar if he was not the very best professional liar. We live, after all, in a meritocracy, I am told. Purchase the book now by clicking on the link in the description below.